Alright guys, we are back. Hold on a second. Somebody in the guild's asking me questions. You think it's better to get concentration first when going the prot tree? Yes, I always go. But yeah, I'm back. Didn't play much yesterday. I was a little tired. I played a little bit, but I spent some time with the girlfriend. But today I'm gonna try to push out some levels. The problems I've been running into is my decision to not put mining on my Paladin has made me have to play the druid to try to get her up to be my gatherer, and I think it's unfortunately hurts the guild because the problem with guild is people want to see that when you're leveling, the guild leaders, for some reason they always want to see the guild leader as forging the way, like you're the top level character. They want to see that you're very invested, but what they don't understand is I have multiple characters. So so but I think I need to get on acute faith and level her up some and show people that yes, I am the guild leader. As sad as that sounds, people are always like expect you to forge the way and then be the highest level in the guild almost, And I've seen it time and time again in every MMO I've ever played that if you're running a guild, people kind of expect the guild leader to be this massive leader of being the highest level, the most powerful, and I don't. It's just kind of funny, but anyways. So I was looking at my professions, and I need a lot of stuff, because I have engineering and blacksmithing, and of course both require a lot of stone and ore. So, but I'm just gonna have to put that on the back burner for a little bit, and I'm gonna level up the cube today, do a little grind work. So we are in at Nigel's Point right now in Desolace, and we are going to do some of these quests. So let's get to it. I wanted to check my inventory real quick, and as usual, I want to clear out any junk and try to. Actually, I probably should buy some bags. One thing that's a little disconcerting is that I was making a lot of money selling light feathers, but the prices of light feathers has actually dropped quite a bit, so I'm not making as much money. And yesterday was the first time I actually put up light leather auctions where they didn't sell. Normally that stuff just sells like hotcakes, so they did not sell, and that little bit was a little disconcerting. Let me send these bronze bars and any. The heavy stone I want to hold on to. I really need a lot of heavy stone. Because I'm using that for, not only am I using it for the heavy weight stones, I also need it for the heavy blasting powder, and I also need it for heavy grinding stones. So I need a lot of heavy stone, and of course there's a lot of iron nodes around in this game. Iron's actually not that difficult, especially in Alterac Mountains. So at some point in time, I am going to spend quite a bit of time just mining iron, but we'll not worry about that today. So let's send this to my backup, my rock holder, Matt's holder for. Damn it! This is the person that just is my banker who holds kind of like items that an engineer or blacksmith would use. Ooh, the server's really. These mails are sending very slowly. I hope the server isn't like running. Oh my God! There's 10,400 people online. That's probably why it was running so slowly. Let's also send this to Crystal. Yeah, we've got the heavyweight stones that we can use on this. What is this? What is this? What is this? Coarse blasting powder. And we don't need this large venom sac. And this mystery meat. This goes to my body parts dealer who holds all my meat and weird animal body parts. What that is. Drinks. You know what, let's go ahead and send this off too. We don't need this. Actually, and we'll send this. Oh, we got some big healing potions here. So let's toss this right here. And let's send this. What is this? What is this? Oh, anyway, to. Wherever. Actually, no, it's the only mana we got, so this one's it. Alright, so we're off. We're off. Let me send, let me also, I would send him the Paladin tanking guide, but people don't have a hard time getting links out of the game, you know, out of chat, and that's why I use Chatsui. That's the biggest reason why I use Chatsui. So if I do something like www.google.com, right? It doesn't work that way. Let me see. Let me try http google.com. Yeah, so if I see a link in chat, I can click it and then I can copy it here. Now I can just, you know, Control C, copy this, and then I can go outside the game and paste it into a browser. So that's why I use Chatsui. So a lot of people, when you paste them links in game, they're like, oh, you know, and I don't want to sit here and have to copy this and type it all in. Well, if you install the add-on, Chatsui, it will allow you to work with links like that pretty well. So anyways, let's try to get to, we need to get to 35. I think that should be the goal today. Actually 36. Let's see if we can get to 36 today. And then we'll head over to the Badlands and let's try to get our Blazing Enchant. The other thing that's bothering me is that I wanted to get the mace, you know, the epic mace, but the guy kept selling it. He put it up for 45 gold and I didn't want to spend that much, and then he put it up again, same guy, for 45 gold. I didn't see it this morning, so he either the auction expired again or he sold it. I'm just going to kill these guys. It's just easier to kill these things as I move over to where I need to go for my objective. And we are going to judge that. We already did judge this. Let's put up Seal of Righteousness. We found out that definitely that Seal of Righteousness was against a single target was doing more damage. Alright, now these drained all my mana. Let's go ahead and get our food buff up and our mana. But yeah, we need to... I'm not going to put my combat out log today. Let's just conserve the screen space for now. We'll look at the combat log again. I mean, we're at level 33 right now. We did get all of our shield specializations. Now we're probably going to jump into... I've got to look at my build that I usually use, but I'm probably going to go into Benediction and start reducing the mana cost of Judgments and Seals. Because as you know, leveling, it's very mana intensive. For Protection Paladin, so I think that's generally the next path I go, but I'm going to go take a look at my... Actually, let's take a look at it, guys. Let's get out of a place where we're not going to get in combat here. First thing I always do is I go into... Now, I use a weird build. I grab 5/5 on each of these, Divine Intellect, Strength, because I don't go with Improved Seal of Righteousness, because I'm not going to be tanking until I get to like maybe level 50, really. And then at 50, I'll respec, and I probably at that point will go into Improved Seal of Righteousness and do a more typical Paladin tanking build. We'll see. But I grab these top two, and then I jump down, I grab Consecration, and I move into Protection. I grab 5/5 Redoubt. And then I need to get, I think you need 10 points before you can go into here. So I go 5/5 Redoubt. I grab Precision. And then I just need to get 2 more points. So I have 10. And so I just grab Toughness. And then I fill it. And then I go into Shield Specialization. You really want to rush into Shield Specialization. This is really important. And so after that, then usually, I mean, if you wanted to tank, if you wanted to start doing tanking, like Scarlet Monastery or something, you would probably go into Approved Righteous Fury. Because actually generating threat on Paladin, it's a little tricky. I mean, you want to use Seal of Righteous, and you want to basically have the Improved Righteous Fury. So if you're going to tank, you probably would want to go into Improved Seal of Righteousness, but I'm not tanking. But so anyways, so if you were going the tank route, you would probably go into Improved Righteous Fury. But for me, doing a leveling, more of a prot leveling build, I would probably go into Benediction, And eventually, I'm going to jump back into here, fill out toughness, and then grab anticipation. So that's really the question here. Do I want to keep going into toughness, increasing my armor value? Probably not. I think the best way to go right now is to go into the reducing the mana cost of your judgments and seals, because I'm constantly judging, I'm constantly casting seals. So this really makes me more mana efficient. So probably go 5/5 here and then jump right back here, fill this out 5/5, go 5/5 anticipation, and then at that point we want to rush down and eventually try to get Blessing of Sanctuary. Now, if I really wanted to rush Blessing, I would skip the benediction altogether. So that's really the question: is if I want to, really skip. I want to rush Shield, Blessing of Sanctuary. So that's, and I'm gonna have to go back and kind of. I've got a couple guides that I like to use, and I know I've linked a couple of them before. And I'm going to take a look at that and see. But I think it's really more your choice, just whether you want to go with that or not. Whether you want to go into Sanctuary or try to get... I really still think that... I know at level 45... I know I'm rambling, guys. I'm sorry. I just woke up. At level 45, I know I had Sanctuary. So let's see. How many points would we have to get? We would need... Let's see. To crash 20 points. So we got 5, 8, 9, 10. We have to go 11, 12, 13, 14, 15... 16, 17, 18, and then we'd have to spend 2 more points somewhere. Reckoning. It's interesting with Protection Paladin. There are quite a bit of options. There's different ways you can go. But we'll just see. Actually, let's use Crusader. Let's hammer this guy before he stuns me. And there goes the sleep. Anyone attacked him because he buffed me. Did you see that? But I really think that's probably the way I'll go. So we need 20 points to get Blessing Sanctuary. I'm trying to think what 20 points would we always have. I know we got 5, 8, 9, 10. We've got 13, and plus 5 is 18. So the other 2 points probably... actually... I could go with Reckoning. That would be, as a leveling build, I could go 2 points into Reckoning and then go this way. And I haven't tried this before, but it gives me 20% chance to gain extra attack. This is actually a good idea because I'm not really trying to go for threat because I'm not going to be tanking. So I might try that. I may go 2 points into Reckoning. And then jump over into, Blessing of Sanctuary. So that might enable me to, to level quicker. And then basically around level 50 when I want to run BRD and stuff, I'll respec. Because I really don't plan on running any instances from 33 to 50. I plan on just doing quests and grinding mobs. You keep grabbing the wrong seal. It's just habit. I'm used to Blessing Light when I do AoE. But when I'm attacking one mob at a time, it's better just to judge with Crusader and then throw up Seal of the Righteous. Actually, I can probably farm some cloth in here. Oh, and I want to throw on... I can actually wear these gloves now. Now I'm going to lose a little bit on stamina, though. I'm going to lose a lot on stamina. 6 stamina, but I'm going to gain armor, and I'm going to gain the +1 defense. You'll see my stamina drop quite a bit there, which kind of sucks, but oh well. Oh well. And I always use Judgment on casters just to slow down their cast a tiny bit. And of course, you're not going to sit. You're not going to force for doubt against the caster because he's casting. But once he gets low on mana, he'll start meleeing you and meleeing you and whatever. And you can, at that point in time, if you wish, you can try to proc over doubt. The other thing I wanted to look at today is another question someone had on on my videos is whether or not using high level consecrate was a better idea versus using the low level. I like to use the low level. This does 120 damage over 8 seconds. This does 64. So theoretically, 2 of these would be 270 mana and would only do 128 damage. So you're looking at 170. One of these is 235 and does 120. So really, I should be using the high level consecrate. So really, it's probably just me being a complete idiot, to be honest. Because when I looked at it and saw the mana it was using, I just was like, I don't really want to use that. It's using so much mana. But then I throw in like a low level consecrate and then throw in another one. And at that point, I'm not being as mana efficient. So let's switch this. And what we're going to do is we're going to start using the high level consecrate because I think that is probably the better of the 2 skills. And let's try it out. God, don't even have wisdom up. Let's make sure our buff watch is on it. Come on, buff watch. Yeah. Let's see if we can grab a couple. See, like here, I'll just throw one. Well, see, I'm only going to throw one consecrate because I'm not going to do more than one in this fight. Let's proc our redoubt. You know what, I'm going to switch it back. I'm so used to those being where they are that I know I'm going to hit the wrong button, so. And I'm going to judge, I'm going to try to regen some more health here. I like using Seal of Light just because it keeps my health a lot higher. I don't have to throw in that heal at the end, which wastes a lot of mana. I'm going to zoom in my camera so I don't have the ceiling clipping down over my view. We got a rogue here, which is nice. Oh, we got a mage in here too. Okay. So let's help these guys. Since they're doing this quest and I need to do it eventually, I'm going to go ahead and help clear. I'm going to pause the video for a second, I think, though. Just because my cat wants to get up on the window here. I need to open the window up so she can do her little perch. I'll be right back. Alright, cool. We're back. Let's see if we have any buffs we can add here. Strength. You can see they came through and escorted that person, so they're not here now. So I'm just going to start clearing. Let's do one high level consecration here and see. See how fast this guy goes down. Pretty fast. I think that could be interesting, going with the wreck build. I'm kind of excited about trying that out. I'm going to jump on my other Paladin, although I don't know if her talents have been reset. I've got a 60 Paladin on the other server and see what her talent should be, hopefully still spec'd, and I can look at her talent tree. But I'm pretty sure I know that I know she definitely didn't have Reckoning. So right now I'm just judging with light and throwing a Crusader and throwing in the highest level consecrate that I have. And it's working out pretty well. These guys are going down pretty quick. But you have so many options, you know? I mean, I could be using righteousness. I could be not judging with light. I could be judging with, you know, Seal the Crusader. If I was going to do righteousness, I would definitely judge with Crusader. But when I judge with light, I always, always, always go with Crusader because I'm trying to increase my attack speed so that I can regen more health. So that's my thought process anyway. But I think, I'll give a shout out to, hold on a second. Let me pull up something. And I want to look at some comments on my YouTube. I want to give a shout out to Super Neek. I know he's got N33K. Super Neek. I want to give a shout out to him because he's the one who asked me about the consecration. And I think he's right. I think using the higher level consecration is definitely better. And I don't know why I never did. I think he just used so much mana. I was like, I don't want to use this. He uses so much mana. But when you look at the actual damage numbers versus the mana used, the higher level consecrate is actually better. Now, and when I was playing lots of mobs in Airy Peak, not Airy Peak, let me pull up the map. You guys have to forgive me, I'm always forgetting these things. Yeah, it is Airy Peak. When I'm in Airy Peak and I'm killing like 5, 6, 7 mobs in a row, I do use the higher level consecrate. It was one of those things where I kept thinking, I don't really waste a higher level consecrate on just one mob, but if you want to be a little bit more efficient, it does seem to be the way to go, better way to go. So let's do this. We're going to throw in a higher level consecrate, the highest level one. We're going to throw in Seal the Crusader. We got Redoubt up. We're going to redo our mana, and we're going to throw another high level consecrate. And you can see it'll eat up my health really, or my mana really fast. Let me go ahead and stun this guy, just to reduce damage. Proc Redoubt to full again. I probably shouldn't have done it there, but that's okay. And we're not really having any trouble with these guys. I mean, we killed 2 or 65%, 63% mana. That's actually really good. That's kind of where I like to be, in the mid-60s after a pull of multiple mobs. So that's actually really good. Now, see, now that my mana is low, I won't even bother throwing Consecrate. Let's just regen some mana. And then we're just going to bandage. I hope you guys aren't really healing all the people driving outside my window. Unfortunately, I'm next to a very busy street. And I hope when I talk, you're not hearing like massive cars going by. But if you are, I do apologize. And if you do, please comment on the video. You know, I'll listen to the video and see afterwards. When I've gone back and listened, I haven't really heard it that much, but it's possible. But I could totally kill this this horde if I wanted to. Oh, he's here to actually mine that thing in the middle. Interesting. Oh, he's gonna die. Oh, he did die. Oh, poor guy. He's like, I got this, and then these mobs just gank the shit out of him. Okay, this is gonna be a little tricky. I got multiple mobs on me. I could get killed here pretty easily because I got another pather that's coming. Yeah. See if I can maybe LOS right here a little bit. High level consecrate. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use one of my big potions probably. Actually, let's use lay on hands. Let's kill this guy if we can, and we'll use this for mana. We'll judge light. We'll pull up Crusader, and oof, this could be tricky. These casters are doing a lot of damage to me. Come on, die, mister. Die. That's good. Now we're gonna take this guy out. What I'm gonna try to do is bubble, and I don't have it. Oh, I do enough for a full heal. That's good. Let's take out the lower level guy. Come on, die, 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 die. This is all really caused by that that horde warrior ran in there. Ended up getting me caught, so I had to blow up my only mana potion. So I always have mana potions. I mean, I have none right now, which is a really bad thing because you do not want to get caught in a situation where you just need a little bit of mana to cast an ability, or you're gonna die. You know, you don't want to run into that situation. So always make sure you have some mana potions on you. I actually haven't bought any from the auction house. I've basically just been buying ones, you know, using ones I found. But I think now that I don't have any, I'm probably gonna have to bite the bullet and go buy some. Okay, so he enabled me to kill some of these mobs. Let's see if I can get to her without aggroing. And no, I couldn't, so let's take this guy out. Okay, we're going to turn around, so if she runs towards the quest giver. Did you see that? I did that on purpose. So she didn't run towards another mob on the other side. And now we're just going to work our way back out. Back out here. It's really important that you work on your positioning and that you really try to not pull multiple mobs because it's very easy to die when you get too many mobs pulled by accident. So positioning is really important when you're leveling. Doing a quick flash heal. Redo my Blessing of Wisdom. And we're going to make our way out because we need to... What was it that they gave us? Let's see, Desolace. This one. Find Tyrannus Paladin. I don't remember this part of the quest. I'm drawing a blank right now and find this Tyrannus guy. So we're just going to keep grinding these mobs. Yeah, I'm really drawing a blank. Find Tyrannus. I think he's in the... I thought he was in the other room, maybe. I think that's where he is. But Questy's not showing it. But I think he's just in the other building right here. So we're gonna find out. There's someone up there fighting. Is it a horde? Yeah, it's a horde. So let's not get involved with that person. This is an easy... I usually get killed here a couple times by horde. I don't know. That's good that I picked that up because I'm going to have to make those. Yeah, I really need a lot of ore. It really kind of is annoying me that I'm going to have to spend a lot of time on my druid. Not that I don't want to, but I really would like to level Cute Faith up faster than I have been. Yeah, looks like we got this one going. And we're actually going to throw, up Judgment of Light, and we're going to throw Seal of Light back up on this guy and see if we can't reach in a little bit more health. Now if we judge that, yeah, we're getting quite a bit of health back, which is good. Alright. 2 mobs here, so let's heal up a little bit more. Keep an eye on that horde so it doesn't try to gank me. We're able to pull this guy without the other ones, that's pretty good. I'm not even going to use my Consecration Warrior. But there's so much. I mean, I think what I love about the Paladin is that you have so many options. Like, I don't have to use Consecrate, but I can. I mean, I could have downed that mob a lot faster if I just threw in like my high level, my rank 2 Consecrate. But you don't have to do that. You know, it's like I just chose to maybe regen some mana. Now, when I get Seal of Wisdom, at level 4, level 34, I'll tip my trainer again and see what's available to me. And I'll probably check. I've got go online and check and see. But once I get Blessing of Wisdom or Seal of Wisdom, then of course I can. Then in that situation, instead of having to drink a mana drink, I could have just thrown Blessing or Seal of Wisdom up, you know, and judged him with that and just started beating on him, and I would have regen some mana. You know, it gives you lots of options. Gotta be very careful here. These rooms, it's so easy to pull multiple mobs. We got 2 there. And remember, the 2 are going to spawn here, so we have to basically rush in, grab these guys, and pull them right here. And let's try to aim them right about this way. I'm going to go ahead and stun this guy, just because I want to reach him a little bit of health while he's not hitting me. Okay. Now I am going to go ahead and drink my mana potion. We have so much food. We're fine. What I'm concerned about is the people spawning back in the doorway. There's a lot of spirit on those gloves. There's a lot of guys in here. This room's always a bit of a bitch. Hopefully I can LOS this guy. Or is he gonna... Yeah, I can. Good. There we go. That's better. I'm gonna force him to run this way. Maybe this isn't the right room for the quest. No, that's Tyrannus. No, and he's level pretty high level too. Let's make our way out because I don't think this is where I need to be just right yet. These guys haven't respawned yet. I may have to do a little research just to make sure I'm doing this right because I don't want to get caught in there for no reason. These are both casters. Fuck me. And we're probably dead here. This is probably a sure death for us. And the horde could choose to basically just finish me. They didn't, but I'm in big trouble right now. Luckily the horde came through the front here and probably cleared out all the mobs, so I got really lucky in that respect. Let's move this way. Also, we got a priest here. Maybe she'll heal me. Yep, she just threw a renew on me. So we got extremely lucky right there. Super easy to get killed in that area. And so what I'm going to do, guys, is I want to research that quest just a little bit. So I'm going to pause the video. I'm actually going to get to a safe spot and log out, but I'll pause the video. Because I want to make sure I'm that next part of the quest I know what I'm doing, which is the search for Tyrannus. I don't know where he's at. Speak to him. I think he wanted to press. Oh, that was Tyrannus. Do they want me to? Oh, so they want me to kill. Okay, so that was Tyrannus. He is level 36. It's gonna be a little tricky to get in there, like I was, and hopefully, you know, this hoarder heading in there. So let's head back in and see if we can do this. This is gonna be tricky though. This is gonna be tricky. Ooh, that buff watch. I always have a hard time seeing my buff watch, and the sound, it does play a slight sound, one of my buff drops. Maybe I can get this priest to be in a group with me. So we need to get to this. Oh, so he's not here right now. So let's just kill these guys. We're going to go ahead and judge with Crusade or throw up Righteous. Okay, let's get over here. Now we know Tyrannus is going to spawn right here. So we got lucky, and it's always this is one of those areas where there's always people in here trying to do this quest. So usually you know it's in your best interest to go ahead and get in a group. He gave me the buff, which is nice. The salmon buff, so now I have lots of stamina. Go ahead and now that I've got this guy here, I need to move my. That's now I'm remembering. That's why I put buff watch over here, because my party frames always end up here. Damn that little fence, you little bitch. All right, let's make sure we kill any other spawns that might come around here. Waiting for Tyrannus spawn. It is really annoying. Waiting for Tyrannus to spawn so I can cleave his head in two. Yes, we want to kill Tyrannus. Come on, pop up, Tyrannus. We want to bash your head in with this strange looking bone that I have in my right hand. He spawns, so let's zoom the camera back a little bit. We got a higher ceiling in here, so it helps. Turn on buff watch for everybody. Just scroll up. There he is. And we have the pendant of Tyrannus. And now we can head back to the other room. Although she wants to go up the stairs. I can't remember why you would go up here. Who am I in combat with? I do not know. Ah. Thank you. I knew there was a quest here, but I knew I didn't have it. Luckily she did, so that's pretty cool. Ah. Okay, let's focus target here. The target he's hitting. I'll throw a big consecrate. Down these guys down fast. Alright. Oh, we got the Scepter of Light. Sweet. And now we can just jump down and start heading towards... Now we can... Oh, she said good job. I thought she said good luck. Now we can head back in and turn this quest in. The Scepter of Light goes over here to my left. I end up doing that quest here too. I don't remember where it comes from. I don't know if I missed it or if there's another... If it came from a different zone. I'm really glad she shared it with me. We'll just watch their health. If they need to be healed, I'll heal them up. Let's give this druid a buff. Okay. I'm not lead, am I? Invite. Where's invite? I didn't get Petite in the... I don't know if... I don't think Petite had the escort. Maybe she did. I don't know. That was my... I shouldn't have started until I got Petite in the group. That was not a good decision. I invited Petite, but she took too long to get in. I don't know. Whatever. It happens, but I should have waited a little bit longer. But I think the other person would have started it anyway. Let's go ahead and... This person's already got Blessing of Sanctuary. You see that? So for them to have Blessing of Sanctuary on a static barrier. Not sure where that came. We could totally kill that 32 shaman, but I'm not really here to PvP. The one thing is you really don't want to PvP here, because if I killed that shaman, he could easily say, hey, someone killed me, and you'd have a ton of horde jumping on your butt right now. This zone is more horde than alliance, but there are quite a few alliance here, but there's also a ton of horde. But you can see that there were like, you know, there's over 10,000 people on the server, and this zone's fairly empty. And that's why I'm here, because I don't want to compete with a ton of people doing stuff. More people are on the other side of the map, you know. They're over in... I'm in Kalimdor, but more people, you know, quest in the Eastern Kingdoms, the other side. So. Plus, a lot of people in the server at the high level. There's a lot of high levels, so that quest is done. Alright, so we got the turn in there. I'm going to go ahead and head towards the Scepter of Light, because I've got 2 quests to turn in. So, let's head this way. I don't think these are aggressive, no. Some of them are, some of them aren't. These guys aren't. The aged and the dying are not aggressive. And I think we turn the scepter in, and then we have to kill some people. We may even have to... I know there's some Naga here as well off the coast. If you go off the coast, here's a little island that's got some Naga on it. I'm not sure if this quest moves us towards that, but it might. And Naga are always a bitch too, because they always run away and aggro a bunch of others, so you have to be very careful with Naga. And I'm kind of borderline. I mean, these quests, I'm 33, which is pretty decent level. This one's aggressive. Apparently, the Raging Lizard. Oh, crap. I didn't want to get the Whirlwind. That's not good. But we're doing fine on health. I don't know if we can judge light on the Whirlwind. I think we can, yeah. So one thing about the Paladin is your holy damage works on everybody. So even mobs that are like fire mobs, you're like, oh, if I throw it on Consecration, fire won't do damage to them. Well, it does because it's holy damage. So that's one of the nice things about the Paladin is nothing can really stop holy damage. Holy damage is the bomb. Alright, we got an elemental air as well, which is good. Alright. Let's just go ahead and kill this swoop. Because we're probably going to end up aggroing anyway. But you can see two of the rank 2 consecrates and I'm out of mana. So it's just, I think the reason I don't like to use the rank 2 is it does do more damage, but man, I don't want to get in a situation where other mobs jump on me. I don't want to get in a situation where I'm out of mana. So, oh, those shoulders. my hunter might enjoy those shoulders. Because I believe she's level 26, so send those to the hunter. Let's go ahead and heal. Yeah, this guy is aggressive, so let's try to... Hopefully we can slide through here. And help this guy out. Now we need to go up the hill here. In case that hunter wants to get in a group, we'll invite them. The hunter looks AFK. I'm surprised the horde haven't killed her yet. Okay, the Book of Ancients. And I believe that drops... Okay, the Book of Ancients. I don't really remember this quest either. But apparently this person does. I think, I'm going to guess it's probably, I think it's across the water on the island, or it could be, yeah, I'm guessing. Questy doesn't seem to let me know. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it is. See. So yeah, so this is going to take us to the island where the Naga are. And this is actually a pretty difficult quest. I'm glad I've got a person in my party, so that's why she's like, come. She's like, I want you to come with me because I know this isn't going to be easy. The Duratar quests are a little bit of running, but like I said, if you can put up with a little bit of forward ganking, you're generally going to have a lot less competition for the mobs and stuff. Just not as busy out here. Did I say? I always say Duratar. I meant Desolace, the Desolace quest. Yeah, let's turn the music seems to be a bit low. Let's turn it up just a tad. I enjoy a little music. It gets me in the grind mode. And you can see the buff watch has expired, so we gotta renew might on was it Fabiola? Fabiola. I don't know. It's kind of a weird name. I've done this quest solo before, and it's no fun because I was about the same level as I am now. I mean, there were times when I ran. Sorry about my nose. I was still fighting a cut cold, guys. I know people are like, blow your nose. Sorry. I have blown my nose, trust me. I pause the video multiple times and blow my nose. Yeah, so let's get this done and get her done. And we're doing pretty good, though. I mean, we had some rest time, so that helped, obviously. It always helps. That's one of the things about swapping tunes around. Love having that rest time. But we're almost halfway to 34. I'd be ecstatic if I hit 36 today. Then I could hit the Badlands and... Got a horde priest here. Let's go ahead and get this person there buff. And you see these guys are 36, so this is pretty tricky. No, we just get one behind me here. I'm gonna conserve my mana here. Feels like I'm missing some buffs, but everything up. I have red aura. Actually, I wonder, he's got devotion aura, so we got red and devotion, which is nice. Yeah, here's this. Here's the serpent. Surprise the gem serpent. But we need to clear this stuff out. I knew this guy was going to get us. Okay, we got the Book of Ancients. Nice. Let's just... Sweet. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and heal. We got another one here. Yeah, he did a good job of weaving through the mobs and pulling. On that priest... Oh no, I thought that priest was dead, but she was just kneeling. I was like, oh, the priest died. All right, guys. So that's that one. And again, that one's tough, like, cause all the mobs around there. If I was doing that solo, I've done it before solo, successfully, at around this level. Because with Seal of Light, I can heal myself, so I can definitely take that mob out. It was only like 36, but the problem is there's so many other mobs, that, and the spawn timer is pretty fast. This would actually be, I don't know if they drop the water, but I love farming those Naga for water because oh shit, the fatigue. I don't know. There must have been, there's a slight, see the slight dark, the dark patches in the water where the fatigue will come in. So there's a dark patch there. And it's kind of curving around us. We should actually hit fatigue again right in front of us, it looks like. Maybe not. Yeah, this should be a fatigue. Watch, I should say fatigue. No, maybe not. Usually the dark patches are where you'll get tired if you're swimming through them. And they tend to be, you know... In retail WoW, they actually they'll show it on the map where it is, but in here on the mini map you can actually see it, I think, but here you can't. So we're all good. Let's take a look. So I still need to turn in the Book of the Ancients. I also need to turn in the Shipwreck one as well. And we've got our Scarlet Gauntlet, Scarlet Boots, Scarlet. It would have been nice to have the 5 set. Ah, the 6 set's pretty good too, but man, the Scarlet leggings are really good leggings. I actually have been watching the auction house, but I haven't seen any. But they usually are very expensive. They're pretty, not a pretty rare. They are a very rare drop in Scarlet Monastery. But they're actually really good item. Okay. Go ahead and buff him with might again. He's not kind as I am, because he hasn't been buffing me with might. Or no, maybe he did. Oh no, that was her. I'm totally confused. He is not buffing me with might. I buffed myself with wisdom, and it looked like she was also buffing wisdom herself. But it is what it is. You'll see paladins, especially ret, using might. But for me, you know, being prot, I'm always buffing myself with wisdom. Okay, now we get some decent shoulders. Let's grab these guys. Those actually might be an upgrade, I'm not sure. Let's take a look. We have 7 stamina, though, on the current shoulders. And these are 5. 167 armor, 153. But these do have agility, 9 agility. So let's go ahead and equip those. And see. I want to see what my armor does. 2432. See how my armor went up quite a bit? But my stamina went down a little. So it's like, pick your poison again. Do you want the more armor? Or do you want stamina? And I don't really like the look of them either, so I'm just going to stick with my green. My green gives me quite a bit of stamina, so I actually like the stamina. Let's go ahead and head towards this boat over here, because I got a quest here. Let's turn this one in. And we're just going to bubble. Okay. Do a little bubble jump. Bubble jump. And what are we looking for here? Here we go. I should have shared this quest with the guy. I just assumed he probably had it, because I don't think I did anything special to get this quest. But maybe he's already completed it. Return to... Okay. Okay, now we have 2 quests there. I would like to go ahead and finish this one, so let's head down towards the Coda Graveyard. There's also the other one. Now, this is where PvP ensues quite a bit, is when you have to escort, you have to kind of lasso or, you know, escort these Kodos back and forth to this little shack over here. And there's horde that will literally sit, because I think there's a horde spawn point, like a death spawn point there. They will sit there and just kill you. And kill you over and over again. I ran into a lot of that on the other server when I was leveling up my Paladin. So let's see what happens. There's also this quest. Yeah, the Bonones. So let's go ahead and grab that quest as well. How long have we been recording? I'm going to stop this video pretty soon, so I can get it uploaded to YouTube. But we're going to continue doing the Desolace questing here. And we want to get down the Scarlet Path as well, where we'll have to kill the skeletons. I'm not sure when I get that. Let's see. Maintain your reputation. Well, let's just try to grab all the quests and see what we can see. Yeah. So we're heading back basically where he's heading to pick up those quests. I'm just trying to avoid getting into combat here. Looks like we got somebody shooting lightning bolts at us. Mostly. Now I do need these Hakoto hides, but there's the quest for the bones. The bones you pick up off the ground, though. Is this guy still looking? So let's just go ahead and take one of these guys out. Let me go ahead and drop a big cons. Let's move our camera all the way out, which it is. And we got a buzzard, or whatever you want to call them. Okay, I'm missing our food buff. Okay, now we're gonna try to take this guy out if we can. I'm gonna do a quick bandage. Got us about 6% of our health back, and we're just get Crusader up, and now we're just gonna auto attack for the win. Never assume that you're fine. I mean, like, I could have said I didn't need a bandage there, but I never knew. I never know if, like, maybe some other buzzard's going to spawn here. It could have been very easy to accidentally get another mob, and it's just, I don't like to ever let my health get too low if I can help it. So just bandage there was more of just a kind of a precaution, a little bit of a security precaution, just trying to be safe. You really don't ever want your health to get too low if you can help it. But it happens. There's lots of times when I get down to 1, 2, 3% health when I'm killing mobs. Especially when I'm pulling 5, 6, 7 at a time, which we'll be doing it later. We're not doing it now. We're just not high enough level. Let's go ahead and eat some food, get a food buff. I also can throw on a weight stone here. I don't have any scrolls. We're still a long ways away from using Uther's Strength. I'm excited about that at 47, but that's a long ways off. Okay, we got our food buff. Let's go ahead and put on our weight stone. Let's go ahead and finish off the aged Kodoi. We just need 3 of these guys, so that's aged. So let's grab them. Grab these 2. Was that the one? Oh, crapola. I'm actually just gonna run away. I don't want to fight 3 of them, especially with one casting magic at me. There's a buzzard. I don't really want to get the buzzard on me either. Just head this way. How many did we lose? Yeah, we lost 2. Okay, good. Let's just take this one out then. That was my fault. I should have looked to see if that guy was Alright. I just don't, I think one of the reasons I don't like righteousness that much is I like seeing my character actually attacking. And Seal the Crusader, I'm attacking a lot more often. I like seeing the activity. I know it's a stupid reason, but I actually like seeing and plus, with the health up, I like getting the health, Constantly regenerating my health, it really helps with the downtime. It keeps me from having to heal myself so much, so it keeps me like fighting more often. So yes, maybe if I judge Crusader and put up Righteous, I'll kill him off faster, but I guarantee you I'll be a lot less health. And so then I have to stop and heal. So it's really a balancing act. And you have to determine what is really the best route to go. Ah, crap, now I got this damn hunter. Not really much I can do here. We can basically stun this guy and run away and see if the hunter gets disinterested. I can't remember where the spawn point is. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to run away from the hunter far enough to where I despawn his pet. But it looks like, I can't because I don't have any kind of speed increase. Yeah, I'm pretty much dead at this point. There's nothing I can really do. The hunter was dumb though when he got close and let me like get close to him, because then I can basically, you know, if I could stay on the hunter, I can actually do quite a bit of damage. I wasn't sure where the res point was. That's what I was worried about. When I get in PvP instances, I definitely know I'm gonna. When I know I'm gonna die, because when you're a prop paladin, you don't really have a lot of options at this level against a hunter. You're really it's difficult to win that fight. So what I'm looking for is to try to move my body close enough to where I'm going to res, but I couldn't remember where the res was in this zone. But now I know where it is, so I'm going to thank the hunter for killing me. So, but now I know it's right near the Kodo graveyard, so it's not too bad of a run back. But I'm going to go ahead and stop this video, guys. I'll go ahead and upload this one, and I'm going to take a little break, because I got to use the restroom. Yes, Morpheus. Yes. But yeah, and I'll take a break, and then I'll start recording another video here in a minute. And I'll catch you guys on the flip side.